If you're Asian and ski goggles don't fit, maybe you haven't been trying these. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, I just picked up these ski goggles. They're by Giro. I think that's how you pronounce it. They make a lot of sporting equipment. I've known them mostly for their biking equipment, but I recently found these, and they're called the Giro Roam AF. And now AF does not mean as, it just means Asian fit. I didn't even know that. So I thought I would give these a try because, spoiler alert, this guy's Asian. Yeah, true. So what I've noticed is that I have bought ski goggles in the past. I've even reviewed some of them here on the channel, and they've been really actually pretty nice. Now, on the slopes, they give me the same problem generally, and that is that when you are out in cold weather and you are exhaling, you're kind of breathing out that water vapor, and it's not surprising that it might fog up the outside of your lens. The problem is most goggles have an accommodation for a large nose bridge. And so as an Asian or someone with a flatter face or a smaller nose bridge, there's this gap. And even though it's about the size of your finger and it's not huge, what I've noticed is that when I'm exhaling, it kind of goes up in that gap and fogs up my goggles inside. Now, this is actually a problem as you are moving faster, breathing harder, hitting more cold air, and I was just noticing that I couldn't even use my goggles. They were fogging up at the wrong time, and I was pulling them off and just running with them on my head, and so what's the point? Now, shame on me for not realizing that they make something called Asian Fit, and the big difference will be under here. And as you might be able to see, we've got foam that binds the goggle itself, but here on the nose we should have less space. This should accommodate kind of a flatter nose. And so what I'm hoping here is that when I put this on my face, that it is hugging the nose. In fact, for a lot of people, non-Asians, when you see them take off their goggles, they'll even have an indentation sometimes on their nose, you know, when they're grabbing lunch or something, where the goggle's really pressing into the nose. So I am hoping to check that out. We do have the Giro elastic band up here. It is expandable, adjustable. On the inside here, we actually have that little rubberized texture. So if you are wearing this around a helmet, that's going to hold that in place. It's very grippy, so that's pretty nice. You can see here that we have nice foam on the inside here. It's kind of a medium density foam. Compresses should give you a nice seal all the way around. We have foam on the top, and what might be a little hard to see there is you can see through it. So this foam goes all the way around, so you have nice breathability, you know, good venting in there. And then this goggle is a little bit different than those like Revo style goggles. I wanted it with kind of this protection around the outside, so sometimes I am known for taking a spill, and I just thought that might help protect the lens from getting shattered. It does have a nice reflectivity to it, and inside everything looks slightly purplish. All right, we also get this little drawstring bag, and in here, we get a nice yellow lens, so we get that in there too. What I want to see is how good the fit is on here. Now, you can get something called OTG over the glasses goggles too, and I've used those in the past, but like I said, that kind of doubles the fogging issue because now you have multiple lenses that are going to get fogged. It's pretty nice. It might be a little hard to see, but when I kind of get them in place, this foam is just touching the top of my nose, and I can't stick my finger up there. I mean, I guess I can, because I can kind of pull the goggles out, but man, that's so much better than other goggles. Now, like I said, I kind of wanted this style, but to be honest, I think those bigger Revo style ones are a little cooler looking, but I thought, you know, especially now that I'm starting to wear a helmet, I want something that's going to be a little smaller, fit inside that helmet, and I can tell you that these are pretty nice. So the real test will be when it gets cold and I can get out onto the slopes and try them out. But if you want something that's going to hug your Asian face just a little bit better, you might want to try the AF version of ski goggles. I'm pretty stoked about this. Can't wait to get out there on the slopes. Hey, if you want to pick these up, I'll put a link to them in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.